Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday to you guys. And I know I am so super late in what I got going on today, right? Normally on Tuesdays we are here at 4:30, but life just kind of got in the way of it. And so just letting your beautiful Shiros know that we are live right now. And hi, Misty. Okay. Misty, if all right, so I'm glad that you got notified. Um, if this is your first time tuning in, then my name is Sandy Neal, and I am an independent sales director with Mary Kay. And I am trying to do my mask with a very, very small screen on my computer. So we are coming live from a little bit of a different room in my studio today. This is my beauty bar, and a year ago, this was the first part of my studio that I completed. And this is because I wanted to do some makeup tutorials and, everything else. And so my studio is actually still under construction. And so you guys are going to be able to see that I'm doing some makeshift stuff. But I just realized that I haven't done a mask in a while. And I figured if I'm cleaning my brushes, let me clean my pores too. So if you're popping on, say hi. Let us know that you're here. And this is not a skincare demo, but I figured while I was sitting here and I've got 20 minutes to just like pop this mask on, you know what? I'm going to do it. Today has been, today has been a day. I don't know if anybody else gets anxiety from upgrading their phone. Okay. But I get anxiety. It's like one of those things that takes, I don't know, the whole entire day. So I've been debating back and forth between upgrading my iPhone. But I kind of feel like my carrier, I will not say who they are, um, has been thinking that, Sandy, your iPhone is super old. And so we're just not going to let it work as well as, you'd want it to. And so my phone has been acting up. And for Mother's Day, Randy was like, well, why don't you just get a new phone? And I was like, I don't know if I want to spend the money. And he was like, just do it because you use it for work. And I was like, okay. So, with that being said, I spent a lot of time today, right? Just like tons and tons of time today. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Serena. All right. I'm not sure who is on for the Shiro Beauty School right at this moment, but hello to you too. Um, okay, so I need to also probably share this. So now, if you are just tuning in to the beauty school, right, this month, when you like, follow, and share our page, you're going to get entered in to win a really super cute wristlet, right? It's a Jessica Simpson wristlet. And so that's our giveaway this month because we're trying to grow our page. We're trying to get ourselves, to have a little bit more of a following. But also, to your Mary Kay gal, she is looking to be able to pamper some more women. And if we can give some more beauty tips, I think that we can have just tons and tons of fun with that. So let me get in here and see if I could turn down my volume. And so I just found it. All right. Okay. So now I'm posted. So this works out really good. And I can see your comments on here. All right. So now I've got my mask on. I'm telling you, I haven't done this in a little while. And so I'm kind of afraid of what you guys are going to see here, but it's all right. Right. I'm like detoxing my brushes and my face. So let's put that in there and not knock over my table. So today I upgraded my phone and that took a really, really long time, but I'm super duper excited because I want to be able to bring some like really cool images to you guys. And with that being said, so let's talk about brushes. All right. And so I know that for the most part, we wash our brushes all the time, right? Right? I didn't even know about regularly brushing, like washing my brushes before Mary Kay. And it's because I started learning about our brush cleaner. And I was like, this is awesome. So I spray my brushes and I wipe it on a towel and it cleans it. Now it does clean it to a point. It sterilizes them for sure, right? So you're getting rid of a lot of that bacteria, but it doesn't take like the deep rooted stuff out. And so what I really wanted to show you guys is I wanted to show you some of the other products that we use. All right, that's like our, little trade secret. Other products that we use to be able to wash our brushes, but also to keep them good, like to keep them like really, really nice. And just some tips and tricks. So it's our Tip Tuesday, and we're talking about brushes. So I watched this video the other day, and it was this national sales director, Cindy Williams, and she's constantly sharing stuff. And normally, like we use our 3-in-1 cleansing bar to wash our foundation brushes. But something that she did is she actually, and she got this from her girls in Germany, right? Took the new micellar water, right? So it's, purified water that's got micelles in it, and they act like little magnets for dirt, oils, and impurity. And she used this to clean her foundation brushes. And I was absolutely blown away. And I thought my sink was working over here, but like I said, we're still in the process of renovating this place. So I'm improvising, and no, it's not alcohol in here. I've got micellar water. And so we're going to duplicate what NSD Cindy Williams shared, and to be able to show you the power of not just this, but also too how much. I know, don't get me wrong, my brush is like not fun, right? And so we're just gonna like dip it in there, and you can see like actually like there's like little, let me see if you guys can get in there. There's like little bubbles forming. Do you see that? It's kind of weird. So she just like put it in there. Let's put this down. I'm trying not to make a mess. And she used like clear drinking glasses, and I realized that I'm a mom of 5. I don't have clear drinking glasses. I've got tons of Tupperware cups, right, that are very colored and not see-through at all. But I've got orange juice carafes. And so what we're going to be doing, and so I put that micellar water in there, right, and we're going to take this and we're going to use it to loosen up the foundation that's in here. It's really, really weird. So we're soaking up the micellar water with this. And you can actually already see that the micellar water is getting kind of gross, right? So let's make sure we got all that. And then get in here and rinse it off, because I don't have a sink to rinse this with. So let's see where we're at. This is my first time doing this, guys, okay, with the micellar water. And so, and then I'm going to use my towel and dry it off so you guys can see. And actually, I don't think it got a whole lot. Like, it took quite a bit off of there, but it didn't take a whole lot. I mean, it definitely looks like it took the surface of it, which is basically what it does to your makeup. And so let's go into the next step. And this is what I normally do, right? I'm using carafes because, see, here's our time-wise 3-in-1, because my sink isn't working over here, and I really wish that it was. So you see this, and normally what I'll do, oh, we need a little water. You got to have some water for the soap, right? Now the micellar water actually took off quite a bit. Sorry, give me 1 second to silence that. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see the glare isn't too bad. And so, but you can see that it's coming off really well. So let's rinse it out. I really wish I had a sink right here, guys. I will next week though. because I like called my husband and I was like, hey, you didn't do the kitchen sink? And he was like, oh, no, I thought you just needed the bathroom sink. And I'm like, well, yes, like that's helpful, but not what I wanted. And so you can see if I can just get in the camera here. Okay. I think the light is making this part super shiny, but let's come in and let's go just a tad bit deeper. All right, let's go a tad bit deeper because I've got another brush for you guys. And so one of the things that's really nice about cleaning your brushes with something besides like an alcohol spray is that it gets down deeper into the brushes itself. Sorry, one second. Okay, so it gets deeper into the bristles and the base of the bristles. Now, whenever you are drying your brushes, you do want them to be upside down. For this second, I am putting them back into my brush holder, and then I'm going to show you like my little thing that I do with that. All right, so then let's come back in and let's get my second foundation brush, okay? There's some foundation that's been used on there. I'm adding a little bit more water into my soap dish here so that you guys can see it. I was hoping that this little handle allows me to do what it is that I really want this to do. So let's get some water. I want you guys to be able to see this. And I feel like it's not showing up as well as I would hope. And that makes me kind of sad. I don't know, you guys can probably see all the brown that is coming out of this. I can tell you, I only used this brush once. So this is our blending brush. And this particular brush is really cool because it blends your, it gives you like a really good full coverage, but it blends your foundation so amazing. But it can hold a lot. Yes, there's different ones. And so I want to be able to show you guys what this is. I'm trying to rinse these. And then I'm going to remove the moisture from this so that you can see. Now, one of the things about this 3-in-1 cleansing bar, the 3-in-1 cleansing bar itself is really good because it's meant to break down your makeup. It's a very, very mild cleanser. And so you can see here, right? I know it's like kind of shiny, but I definitely am seeing a difference in, the cleanse itself. One of the things I love about this brush, of course, is that it's so super soft. It's supple, but it's firm, right? And so I use this 3-in-1 cleansing bar as often as I possibly can. So let me see if I can not do this. Okay, right? I'm trying to like cleanse this bar. Sometimes we just got to make things work. Really, like that's what it's about. And so I'm going to flip this bar upside down because I also wash my eye brushes with this. But let's talk about this right here. So this is a different cup with the oil-free eye makeup remover. So if you have a lot of brushes that you use heavy, especially if you're using gel eyeliner to be able to smudge, or you're using the liquid eyeshadow, this one right here, I was just using our pinks from our new pink palettes, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit of this in here, okay? I'm going to swirl it around because you know that our oil-free eye makeup remover has 2 parts, right? And I want to show, oh, if I could just get in front of the screen. I wonder if you guys can see these little particles, right, that are coming off my brush. And I'm just basically brushing the side there. And you can see where all of the gel pigment from the Chroma Fusion is sitting right there on the top. That's the top part that takes your eye makeup off. The bottom part that's down here takes the waterproof stuff off. And so I find that it's really super nice because then it takes off that harder stuff. Now, if I'm already, I mean, seriously, I got to show this to you guys again. You see how it's split up now that that makeup is in there? right? So the oil for eye makeup remover, the two different sections, this was just blended, but as soon as I added product and it started absorbing that product, look at how it separated. And so it does look a little bit like a cocktail, but it's not. All right. And so now normally though, I just wash them with this. And so if it is like a little bit harder, so then you get a little bit of water and then you start. I want to say that I use this for pinks too, but I want to say my ring light is like way too dark. Let's see if you guys can see. My pink soap, that's actually white. So it's so gross. It's so gross. Sometimes I like look at my brushes and I'm just like, wow, how did it get so dirty? Like, how did they get so dirty? So I could do this. That craft is getting kind of low. And so you can see here that it takes all the pigment off. Now, let's see if we can get in with something that I used a little bit of a darker, like a darker pigment. All right, we went a little bit on the darker of the pinks. And so here, I'm going to turn my ring light off. I still have quite a bit of natural light coming in from the window, but I feel like, man, that I've been using nothing but pinks this week, and that's probably why. All right, Sandy, I see what you did there. So you really don't need a whole lot, and I literally just sit there with this in the sink, and I have a little bit of water running over it, and I swipe my brushes around it. And then I will take a paper towel though to see if anything else is coming up. This is our new blending brush and it's super fluffy and it picks up the pigment so lightly. All right, so then let's come in. I've got a couple more brushes to wash here, right? But I mean, I'm like really looking at it and I'm like, wow, Sandy, you really have only been using pinks. All right. So it's super easy, okay? But it breaks down your makeup. So this one right here will break down your foundation, breaks down your eyeshadow, but it's really nice because it's a soap. So then it kind of like goes deep down into like the inside, gets at all that stuff that's harboring germs and everything else. And so let's come back in. I've only got a couple more to do, I promise. Oh, this one you can see the color really well. Okay, I found one. All right. So you can see that it looks kind of gross. Like I did a video of this like in my kitchen sink at home on Instagram and people are just like, that's so gross, but it's so cool. And you're just like, I know. All right. I'm like losing all of my regular water. It's so gross over here. I don't even want to show you guys what this water looks like over here. Oh, but all right. So, and then you can see, right? Like that was a pretty dark color. It doesn't stain these bristles. And then it takes it right out. And that's what you want. That's what you want. But let's do one more thing. I did have like one more brush, but I think that because of time, that I think that we should actually do one more thing. I'm going to rinse off this soap box and I'm going to show you my blender. My blender, this is like my one thing that I demo to like everybody to really show them exactly what is inside your blender. So my blenders are actually like fairly new. No, I'm sorry, fairly old. And I've been using them for a couple years now. And most blenders, like they'll tear, but I find that if you clean them, then you don't have a bunch of junk in there that's like, I don't know, breaking it down. And so I'm just gonna get some on the bottom. That's where I mainly do with my face foundation. This one here, for some reason, I didn't have any under eye corrector at that time, I guess. So I didn't do a lot. So I got some soap on the bottom of it. You know, one of the things, right, that why this is such a good tip is that if you are somebody who wears a mask for a prolonged period of time, you want to make sure that you're cleaning your brushes. If you're wearing foundation, you want to make sure you're washing your brushes all the time, because that bacteria that you're transferring is going to, well, let's face it, right? Like, it's going to stay underneath your mask. And when you're wearing a mask and the heat and the moisture and everything else, it's like whatever bacteria is there is going to be festering. So if you are a foundation wearer and you find that underneath your mask, you're having a lot of irritation and a lot of breakouts, it literally could be that your brushes need to be cleaned, sister. I'm just putting it out there. So, but, oh my goodness. So, all right. Can you guys see the foundation? All right, I know. You're like, Sandy, why are you showing this to me? It's so gross. So, all right, we're gonna reuse one of these martini glasses because I am a little bit, I want to show you guys this, right? But don't hate me. Okay. You guys see like that stuff coming off of there? Yeah, that's foundation. That's foundation that's getting stuck inside of your blender in between uses. And because of that, you most definitely want to be able to, you definitely want to make sure that you are cleaning, especially your blender. All right, look, it's so gross. I know. And then you can start to see where it's really starting to come out. Just have to dump this water and hopefully not lose my soap. I know. You guys are like, Sandy, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I am doing my best without a sink. That's what's happening. And so you just literally continue to add water and then squeeze as much as you can out. Right? And you can see that the bottom is getting cleaner and cleaner. So our blenders are super porous, okay? Like, they're super porous. They do get to be like double in the size by the time you're done. And now this blender is not cleaned all the way. Like, I need to get some fresh water, but you can really start to see like how it's taking out all of the makeup that was in it and really making it whole. And so that's what we want. Let me do one more squeeze while we're on. I'm going to talk a little bit about sanitizing your brushes on a regular as well. Oh, I'm making a mess, guys. All right. Like, seriously, there is so much. All right. So I still need to squeeze it out a couple more times because it's pretty porous. Like, it does absorb that in, but I'm telling you, like, I'm a mess. My poor beauty coat. And so one of the things that I do, and something you could do too, like if you wanted to, you can always use a brush cleaner and you can ta-da, spray your brushes in between uses. And you just want a light mist. You don't need a lot, okay? You just want to sanitize them. And also too, you don't want to get too much on your blender. A really super light mist is going to be the best because alcohol can definitely like break down the material that's in there. And so I will go ahead and I will use the micellar water. Has been really cool at breaking down that foundation. Oil-free eye makeup remover for like the pesky stuff. And this is all stuff I already have. So it's not like I'm buying these things specifically for that. And then I literally brush them all out with the soap bar in the sink. And then I'll put them into one of these. Now, we just launched this right here, and you can get it as a bundle with the new eyeshadow blending brush, right? But I do have some more at home. And so, am I in here? So what I'll do, normally they will stick in if I'm like paying attention. So what I'll do with this is I will get my brushes in, make sure that I actually put them all in there. Okay, right? And then I will take my towel rack and I'll just kind of prop it on there, right? Because you want to hang your brushes upside down. Another hack that you could do is if you have hair ties, you can actually take your towel rack, right? Take the hair ties on either side and you can clip them upside down that way. So there's a couple other different like ways that you can do it, but you want to dry your brushes upside down so that the moisture isn't going down into the base, right? You don't want the moisture to go down to the base. You really don't want like the alcohol from your brush cleaner to soak down into there either, because the adhesive that's keeping your bristles there could definitely disintegrate over time. And so doing your brushes isn't super hard. I think it's one of those things like it's it's like regular maintenance that we know that we should do, and then we always put off to the next day, and then the next thing you know it, you're looking at your brushes and they smell funky, or they're doing funky things, or your makeup isn't quite going on the right way, or you're like me and you forget that you used your favorite blending brush for onyx, and you go to do like a lighter crease color, like a blend, and you end up with onyx on one side, and you're just like, well, there goes the whole look. Got to go and do it all over again. But it's very important, right? Keep the bacteria at bay on your brushes, because that is going to help you with like really combating that maskne. But also too, it's really gross. Like, I mean, let's be real. The amount of bacteria that's on your face. Now, I always recommend having a clean face, but there are moments where we just kind of throw our makeup on really super fast and we go, and it might have been an hour since we washed our face. It might have been 3 hours since we washed our face. Now our face is technically clean, but we have walked through a room and caught dust. We've caught debris. If we walked outside, it might have been hot. You might have like sweated for a second. All of those things, you don't want it packed underneath your makeup. But when you start to do your makeup, well, it starts getting transferred to your brushes, plus your product, right? Your product being exposed to air can also start to have like the different colors show up differently. So, all right. Well, my mask has been on for too long, right? This was like my like kind of like gauge, like Sandy, keep this in 25 minutes. I'm now at 27 minutes. And so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. And I hope that I was able to show you guys something that wasn't super gross. And, you know, just kind of show you like multiple ways that we can use this product. So micellar water really does help to like break down all that. It's really nice for your quick cleanse. And now it doesn't replace washing your face altogether, but definitely this is something that is going to make it a little bit easier. And you can do it after the gym. You could do it while you're camping. You could do it if you're wearing a mask all day long, then you can do it like on your break and just kind of like cleanse the face up real quick. And then of course, oil-free eye makeup remover. This thing is, I mean, it's a beast. It's our #1 selling product. And it's because it actually works, right? You have those two separate sections. One fights your waterproof makeup so you're not losing your eyelashes. And then the other side breaks down the rest of your makeup. And I've been using this to like help me with like my heavier makeup until of course we launched this bad boy. And so it was super duper exciting. The 3-in-1 cleansing bar comes in a really convenient shower case. Most of the time when I'm washing my brushes, I actually keep it in here because it has the holes for it to drain down into the sink. And then I just hold it like this and I just swipe, I rinse my brushes and then I, hang them. But the 3-in-1 cleansing bar, I already have on hand because I use it for my body acne, right? If you guys have been following us for a long time, you guys know, like I have a lot of skin issues, and body acne on my shoulders, my back, and my chest is just like one of them. And so I've actually been using the 3-in-1 cleansing bar on that area of my body, and I've seen like super great improvement in the type of breakouts and the irritation that I've had on that part of my body. And so I already have it in my house. And so when I need brushes, then I just make sure that before I use it on my body that I clean it really, really well. So I hope, oh, and then of course, right, our brush cleaner, right? This is really, really good to sanitize your tools and to be able to, especially in between uses. Quick mist in between uses, you can help really combat the amount of bacteria. But I do recommend that if you are a daily makeup user, that you wash your brushes every couple days. right? If you're not so much every week, every 2 weeks, and if hardly ever, I would say wash your brushes every time. And the only reason I say that is that if you don't put on makeup maybe once or twice a month, and then that's it, wash your brushes every single time, because then your makeup is sitting on there for like 2 to 3 weeks at a time and being exposed, or it's sitting, sitting there, and it's just, just better. It's just better to do it. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you liked my little sciencey kind of demo here. And just a quick reminder that all month long, we've got the giveaway for the Shiro Beauty School page, but also too, if you're looking for some extra money, if you're looking for a side gig, if you're looking for a sisterhood, if you want to learn more tips and tricks to be able to share with other people, if you want to learn how to personally brand yourself, or you just, want the discount, hit up your Mary Kay Gal, because we've got some really cool giveaways, gift with signups, as well as the raffle that we've got going on this month. But also, we've got some amazing training, some really cool events, and we are going to be having so much fun in the next couple months leading into the holiday season, where we make just really great money, and we have a lot of excuses to get together and have fun, because that's what we do it. We really like to have fun, and we love the people that we do this with. So, if you're watching the playback, please make sure that you shout out your Mary Kay Gal. Let her know that you were here. Give her some love, and tell her that she's pretty, because we all like it. All right, guys. You guys have the most amazing evening, and we will see you here tomorrow at 6 p.m., right? We're going to be celebrating Mary Kay Ash's birthday, right? Super duper exciting. She's now, as much as Mary Kay Ash is in heaven, this is our 103rd birthday. And so we definitely want to be able to share with you some of the remarkable things that this woman did, play a game, and of course, we're going to be giving away some things. Maybe these earrings will be one of those things we give away. Just saying, not these ones. I have extras. All right. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Thank you so much.